Cool. Well, I know we've got an international audience and a lot of us are in New Zealand, but in the Facebook group here, the Fit Life, we're getting close to 1,000 people. So guys, we want to dive straight into the source tonight. We want to show you what we've got going on. So, previously last year, we did a few boot camps online, some around, what it looks like to invest, to trade, to get into crypto. We did a 3-day one, which we thought was really powerful. We've had a lot of good feedback from that. And so we wanted to really 10x the results of our community. And with that, we felt like we needed to 10x our effort. And all we can control is our attitude and our actions. And from there, we can get specific on what we're aiming for, but really that's what we get to control. So we wanted to 10x. We wanted to put on something crazy for you guys. And this is an opportunity that, to give you guys context here, the Fit Life, the Facebook group, we're all about freedom at the highest level. We want to pursue and step into the state of fitness, which I actually listened to Ed Milet interviewing Tony Robbins today. And he talked about it's the state of being ready. So he was actually talking about being physically fit, being emotionally fit, mentally fit, and financially fit as well, to be able to weather and smack whatever curveball the world throws at us. And I love that. He defined fitness as the state of readiness. And so what we're doing right here in a big picture is getting ourselves ready for what, listening to him actually today, Tony was talking about, Ed was asking him, what does the world look like economically? And he was referring to what could be a 9-year winter. And to frame that, you need to go and study guys like Ray Dalio, who have written books called, what's it called, Mike? You might remind me. I've forgotten the name of his book right now. I think it's called Cycles or something.
Economic cycles, yeah.
Yeah, like he studied 1,000 years worth of history, right? And from there, like he's just like gone on and noticed these patterns. And he talked about pattern recognition and all these powerful things. And basically, though, that the world's not exactly getting easier right now. There's a lot of jobs that are, not going to exist in a year or two with things like ChatGPT and just AI technology. And so with that, we have a responsibility for ourselves and our kids to prepare ourselves to get fit physically, definitely, emotionally, mentally have to be, and financially something serious too. So what we have here in this group is we want to provide as much mindset content, inspirational, practical content to help you guys grow. And with that, practically, for us, Mike and I, we're both really passionate about CrossFit and doing everything we can to manage our own health and state. But with that as well comes the financial side. And so we want to provide as much value in that space as we can. And to give you guys context, we've got this Facebook group here. We're providing as much free value as we can to start the conversation around, the cash flow quadrant, how we earn money, how we grow money. But beyond that as well, we actually have a paid community where we're all linked into an education platform where we're learning together as a community. There's over 100 of us, based here in New Zealand and scattered around the world that are a part of this. We've had over 1 million students already graduate through. It's been around for almost 10 years. Incredible opportunity to plug in and learn and receive mentorship. So that's where we're all plugged in and learning and trading together and growing in that space. So what this looks like for us is we're putting on something that's 10 times what we've ever done before, completely complementary to everything that you get with the Academy when you join. And so guys, we wanted to do something special. So this is for our inside community, and we wanted to throw this opportunity open to you guys today. So Mike, but before we announce exactly what it is, in the world of trading, I know most people that are on our page right now, they're here, they've seen some content, they may even seen what I pinned on here from, yourself and me and Benji just the day before yesterday, sharing your journey in more detail. And so if they haven't heard your story, they can go there and watch it. But, you've been in the space for 20 years. You've got a phenomenal story of growth throughout that and, learning from either mistakes and mentors and etc. But, why do you think it's important for people to pay attention to this space of finance and how to really compound and grow and learn a skill set? Like, what value do you place on that? And at the same time, where would you be without that? Like, why should someone actually even pay attention to this idea to start off with?
Yeah, those are good questions. I think the most important thing is how much do you value your time? Because the ultimate reality of freedom is actually having the freedom to choose what you want to do, when you want to do it, and who you want to do it with. And if you haven't got a good degree of understanding of finances and how to work with money, how to steward money, how to leverage money, how to multiply money, then you aren't really on the page of that sort of freedom yet. You're still stuck to a job where you have to serve your employer. You might be a slave to paying back, you might be a slave to the bank to pay back your mortgage. So it really is super important for me. In fact, it's one of the most important things in my life because it allows me to spend my life, which is actually my time, doing the things I really value, like spending time with my family, able to go out and connect with friends, able to adventure through life rather than having to pay back a mortgage or be a slave to something else. So it's I could probably turn the question around and say, how much do you value your freedom? If you value your freedom, then absolutely this should be right at the top of the list.
Wow, I love how you phrase that, man. Yeah, I mean that's one of my highest core values. I just believe, yeah, the highest sense of freedom, and with that, it's the really when we're talking about financial freedom, we're talking about time freedom, and to be able to, the Bible talks about setting up, a wise man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. And I can see with Benji, I'm still working on my children, but I'm on that path. I said yes to the growth journey, which doesn't happen overnight, but we wanted to put together something, guys, to really help you accelerate in this space. And so, the academy that we're part of, it usually costs about $250 to get started there to cover your first month, and then it's month to month subscription based, whatever suits you. And if you want more info on that, we can share with you. But right now, for this week, it's crazy. We planned a boot camp and found out yesterday that they're running a 7-day promo, completely aside from what we're doing, that gives you $50 off to get started between now and Tuesday. And so what we're going to be doing, guys, I'll share one more image, which is pretty cool. So what we're doing, we've run with a couple different strategies inside the academy that we've been learning together, but literally, what was it, 2.5 hours ago, we had a massive announcement from one of our top traders and educators that we're really close with. His name's Jay Bonham. We've done some sessions with him before here inside the Facebook group, so you can go and see them. So this is Jay. And so what happened is, Jay showed up as a student 3 years ago, and he knew nothing about trading back then. Learned the skill set for himself, turned on his leadership gift, built community, got people on Zoom, traded with them, helped them get it to the point where he developed his own strategy with so much personal success and the success in his community. He's now actually become, as of today, an official educator with our platform, which is amazing. It's so cool to be able to see his journey like that. And so, Jay's been pouring a lot into our community. And with that, he's developed a strategy called Kill Shot, which is probably going to be called something else. And because we found out it's pretty hard to market something with the word kill in it. But we'll find out what it's called on Monday when he's on Go Live. But besides that, he's given us early access to that strategy. He's been teaching a 30-day bootcamp in Canada, which is 2 a.m. for our New Zealand community. But some of our community around the world have been logging in with him live there. But what we wanted to do was take that to the next level. And so Mike has been in the space for 20 years. He's been educating already at the highest level. Been, gosh, bro, vice president of education for another university in the past in the space. And so I know that you previously charged $5K US plus to mentor people for a few months. So guys, what you're about to get when you join the academy, you get foundations, you get live mentorship, you can join Jay on Zoom and trade, you get a whole lot of indicators and scanners. So you get that all. But what we wanted to do was take that to the next level for our community and offer something a little crazy. So we decided to put together, I want to share another image with you guys, a bootcamp to really accelerate you as you start. And so getting into this environment, we are going to be getting on Zoom together quite a few nights a week. I want to share this image with you. I just threw together a little cheeky calendar to give you context. And so for the month of February, starting next week on Tuesday the 7th, Mike is going to be on Zoom with us 8 p.m. New Zealand time starting on Tuesday and going 3 days that week, and then 3 days the next week, or 3 nights, should I say. We'll skip Valentine's Day because we value family and giving everyone that space. We don't want to get everyone in trouble. And then from there, guys, we're going all the way through to the 8th of March at the moment. That's our plan, 30 days start to finish, where we're going to be online. So Mike is going to be breaking down the key elements of Jay's strategy called Kill Shot, proven strategy. It's helped people make lots and lots of that I don't want to get into trouble with compliance. But all that being said, there's an opportunity here for you to learn how to make money online, where Mike's going to be teaching 20 to 30 minute segments each night. And then at the same time, we're going to be looking at the London Open as that happens. And all that is that's when, Mike, why don't you explain that for a second? What is the London Open and why is that important for us in New Zealand, particularly in this time zone, to be able to have you educate a strategy in its key points and break it down, and then be able to actually trade together and observe what that looks like? What would that be like for someone who has no idea what we're talking about?
Yeah, sure. So money makes the world go round, and obviously with different time zones, the markets open at different times of day. So in New Zealand, 9 o'clock at night, London is opening, and London is the largest foreign exchange market in the world. So when that opens, there's billions and billions of dollars rushing into that market for the start of the day. That's when the money's flowing, and that's when we can identify opportunities to buy and sell where we perceive value. But New York will open in the middle of the night for Kiwis. And so if you want to get up and trade that, you can get up at 1 o'clock in the morning, be my guest, and trade New York open. So these key points or key times of the day is when markets opening and there's a lot of action by people transacting money. And that provides us with an opportunity to jump in that money stream and flow in the direction of where the money is going for that day.
I love it, man. Bro, just I want to keep this tight for everyone. Can I throw you on the spot? Could you show a chart to everyone for a moment? Maybe even pull up Killshot if you want, just to give people an example of what you're talking about. So when money opens, I mean, you can show a London Open or from previous, or show what it looks like right now. Sorry, let me give you the rights in case I haven't for screen sharing. But yeah, just for if you guys are watching this for the first time, let's see, did that work? There we go. Yeah, if you're watching this for the first time, guys, you may have seen this content on our page already, but Mike, take it away. In 2 minutes, what are people looking at when we talk about a strategy with signals and what we're going to be diving into? What can people expect, basically?
So what we're looking is at the price of a certain asset. This could be cows, it could be sheep, it could be Bitcoin, it could be anything. And it's identifying when price is going up in value or down in value. Each of these small bars represents a period of time. So each of these bars represents 1 minute. So as you can see from earlier today, we had a very, very strong uptrend. Price is going up, 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 up. Now, what we learned to do is identify key buying points, and that allows us to ride that trend. Now, what we can do is, in addition to looking at price by itself, we can overlay an indicator, and that indicator actually gives us the buying opportunity. So it tells us the right times we should be buying. So for example, we had buy signal here earlier where we could have got on board this trend, and that helped us ride the trend to the top. Then at the top, we had a short sell. There's a short sell there. There's a buy. That one was not executed. A couple of other ones we would not have executed. And then we had a sell to finish the day, and price went down. And then we had another buy here, and as you can see, price went up. So what we're doing with these indicators is we're actually loading up all the probabilities of us having a successful trade or not. And so when we look at this, we're identifying historic patterns. We're seeing that when a trend line breaks, so for example, you can see that price has respected this line 3 times, 1, 2, 3. Once it breaks through that line here, the trend changes and price starts to go up. So what do? We want to be buying in this zone here. We have a protective stop below the low, which means we're managing our risk if we're wrong. In this particular trade, if we look at a risk reward perspective, we would be risking 1 unit to make 2.5 units. So we're risking 1 to make 2.5. We're risking $100 to make 250. This is our risk and this is our reward. So we're establishing probabilities. We're looking at the direction of where the price can probably go, and we're learning to jump on board in that same direction.
Love it, man. So cool. Well, guys, part of this, like, as you can see, if you're looking at this for the first time, there's so many different aspects that we're going to be breaking down in detail across each of these evenings, where we're going to take each individual component of that strategy and go deep on it so that you know exactly what each component is and how to apply it. So we're going to try and take what would be, months worth of learning and really compress it into one. And really just to get that all inside of us, we're going to have the recordings on hand. So anyone who does join and can't make a particular session, you'll be able to log in and find it in our private group afterwards as well. But yeah, we really just wanted to give this full immersion experience, create the community, move in together, which we're already doing on the inside, but we wanted to bring everyone together specifically. A lot of us trade the mornings, a lot of us trade the nights, but we're locking in together tight to learn from Mike and Jay as well, because some people might be trading on the New York Open, like Mike said, when Jay's live, because he does sessions for that time zone, but we're going to be doing it here that suits us here in New Zealand. So 8 p.m. each night gives us some time to get the kids in bed, have some time as a family, and then jump on and have an hour of power and really learn a skill set that can transform our lives heading into the future. So trying to think of anything else. Maybe, oh gosh, I did make one nice fancy graphic and I forgot to share that. But this is basically, I decided to call it the Bullseye Bootcamp. The strategy is called Kill Shot. It's probably going to be called something else when it launches on Go Live officially on Monday. But guys, so pumped up and excited for this. We're really this is going to be something special. Like, if you're ever thinking about getting into this space, I can't tell you how much more of an opportunity this is, because everything we're doing is complementary to the academy that we're all a part of. We just wanted to create another aspect of accountability, community. I'd love to get everyone as well hooked up with someone that they come in with to really, actually set some good goals together. Here's the deal. Whoever invited you here, they've got the info for you to help you get plugged in, get set up. They're going to give you an enrollment link where you can get plugged in, choose FRX as your academy, and then basically you're getting 50 US off until, I believe, Monday or Tuesday. So with that, I really encourage you to get it done fast so that you can actually, we've got a whole lot of onboarding material that we can help you with getting things set up, like TradingView, that website that Mike just showed you, where we're going to be actually looking at the charts, learning and trading. And we just want to make sure that you're set up and ready to rock and roll. So trying to think if there's anything else, Mike, in the midst of this. We're probably going to wrap it up in a minute, but yeah, just want to say a huge thank you, man, because I know that you're investing a lot of your time into this with us. But I know from chatting a lot that, you know, your number one goal for us as a community is for us to be the most successful group of traders within our wider global community. And I really want to commend you for that, man, because you're pouring in so much time into us, because I know you've created a whole lot of this freedom for yourself and your family. And I know that, you know, once you get to that place, there's nothing more fulfilling than to obviously create a lane for others. But yeah, guys, really can't stress enough. Like, drop some love in the chat right now if you're watching on Facebook, either live or later. You know, seriously, let us know, you know, just drop some love in there for Mike firstly. At the same time, you know, get back whoever invited you here, and would love to help you get you all plugged in and set up. Can't wait to have you on the inside with us. It's going to be a phenomenal year. Like I said, Jay launches on Go Live on Monday, officially on the Academy site, and then we're going to be taking it all to the next level here on the 7th. So I'll share that one image again one more time, guys, so you can be aware of that that calendar, because we are starting on the Tuesday night and then running 3 nights next week, 3 the following, and then really doubling it up after that. So huge opportunity, guys, to pour in. Really excited for us and our community, and anyone there sitting on the fence. If you're ever going to do this, now will be a great time. $50 off, and you get to do this boot camp. So Mike, massive gratitude for you and all that you've done for our community already. I mean, I got a text from someone, I won't name him right now, but I know you probably got the same one, of just, you know, he started a few months back, early, maybe mid last year, and you know, took a little break over Christmas, and then got back into it 2 weeks ago. And you know, for him, he had one of his best weeks ever. He feels like everything's finally clicking, and he did like 17% on his demo account, feeling confident. And I mean, we haven't talked about a compound interest plan right now, what that looks like. It's in our other videos, but guys, if you make 1% a day, 5 days a week, like across 2 or 3 years, that is significant, like seriously significant. I want to stress that to you. Like, you don't have to hit home runs. What we're doing here is we're teaching people how to hit singles, but to get consistent. And when you can get consistent at hitting singles, they stack up, and the wins stack up, and the wins stack up. And you look back a year or two from now, and you become what some of us call unemployable, where you're able to make that real money before breakfast, and then spend the rest of the day doing whatever you want to do, however else you want to add value to the world. So guys, we're going to wrap it up there. But again, Mike, thank you so much for your time. Like I said, get back to everyone invited you here. You know, Mike may have invited you onto the Zoom, you know, someone else within our community may have. Whoever it was, I guarantee they've got a link for you. They can help you get plugged in and onboarded, added to our team chat, and on the learning journey with us. So once again, thanks for tuning in with us, everybody. We will leave it there. And then once again, Mike, thank you so much. Can't wait to see you on the inside with us. I'm fired up, and I can't wait, bro. Tuesday night is going to come in hot. So thanks again. And yeah, good night, everyone.